Imagine a world where terrifying creatures far beyond our wildest nightmares roamed freely. What if these beasts were not just figments of horror movies but a part of our planet's history? In the vast chronicles of Earth's past, there existed animals so fearsome, so monstrous, that their very existence sends chills down our spines. We're not talking about the familiar lions, tigers, or bears. No, we're venturing into an era where creatures of epic proportions with predatory instincts and unique features ruled the land, the skies, and the seas. Picture this: colossal beasts, their forms eclipsing the sun as they tread the ancient landscapes. Predators with fierce eyes and razor-sharp teeth, stalking their prey in a world where survival was a daily battle. These were not creatures of myth or legend but real animals that once breathed the same air we do today. These extinct animals were terrifying in their time, striking fear into the hearts of even the bravest. Their size, often beyond comprehension, dwarfed many of today's largest species. Their predatory nature, honed by the harsh realities of their era, made them formidable hunters, and their unique features, well, they added an element of the bizarre, the strange, and the utterly terrifying to these creatures. But how do we decide which of these animals were the most terrifying? Is it by their sheer size, or perhaps by their predatory prowess? Maybe it's their unusual features that make them stand out in the annals of Earth's history? In truth, it's a combination of all these factors that helps us rank these prehistoric nightmares. So, buckle up because we're about to embark on a journey back in time, to a world that once was. We'll be counting down the top 5 terrifying animals that once roamed our planet. Creatures that, quite frankly, you'll be relieved to know are long extinct. Join us as we delve into the past and explore the top 5 terrifying animals you'll be glad are extinct. Starting our countdown at number 5, we have the megalodon, a shark that makes the great white look like a goldfish. Picture, if you will, a shark so large that it could swallow a small car whole. That's the megalodon for you. This prehistoric monster, whose name fittingly means big tooth, dominated the oceans for nearly 20 million years, from the early Miocene to the end of the Pliocene. Imagine a shark that could grow up to 60 feet in length, 3 times the size of the largest great white. That's the size of a city bus, folks. A bus with teeth. Speaking of teeth, the megalodons were truly a sight to behold. Each one was around 7 inches long, serrated, and designed perfectly for tearing through flesh and bone. And let's not forget about its jaw strength. Estimates peg the megalodon's bite force somewhere in the ballpark of 40,000 pounds per square inch. To put that into perspective, that's nearly 10 times the bite force of a modern-day great white. The megalodon was an apex predator, the top of the food chain. Its diet mostly consisted of large marine mammals, like whales and sea turtles. It was a strategic hunter, often aiming for the heart and lungs to immobilize its prey. In a world where the megalodon roamed the seas, a leisurely swim could turn into a nightmare in an instant. Picture it. One moment you're enjoying the cool ocean water, the next, you're staring into the gaping maw of a megalodon, its rows of razor-sharp teeth ready to snap shut. With the megalodon roaming the seas, swimming would have been a much more terrifying proposition. But thankfully, this prehistoric titan of the deep is long extinct, leaving us to marvel at its sheer size and power from the safety of the present. Slithering into the number 4 spot we have the titanoboa, a serpent of truly monstrous proportions. Picture this, a snake so enormous it could easily dwarf the largest anaconda of today. The titanoboa, named after the titans of ancient Greek mythology, was indeed a creature of epic proportions. With a length measuring up to 42 feet and a weight of over 1 ton, it was the largest snake to ever slither on the face of the earth. This colossal creature made its home in the lush tropical rainforests of what is now known as South America. With a climate much hotter and more humid than today's, these primeval jungles provided the perfect habitat for the titanoboa to thrive. As for its diet, the titanoboa was no picky eater. This gargantuan serpent was a constrictor, much like its modern-day relatives the boas and pythons. It preyed on anything it could wrap its powerful coils around, from gigantic turtles to crocodiles. The strength of its constriction was unparalleled, enough to crush even the toughest of prehistoric beasts with ease. The titanoboa lived during the Paleocene epoch, a period of time that occurred just after the extinction of the dinosaurs around 60 million years ago. The absence of these giant reptiles left a void at the top of the food chain, a void that the titanoboa was more than happy to fill. The sheer size of the titanoboa, its incredible constriction strength, and its dominance as an apex predator were all made possible by the climate of the time. A warmer world allowed cold-blooded reptiles like the titanoboa to grow larger, as they rely on external heat sources to regulate their body temperature. Just imagine, if the climate had remained as it was during the time of the titanoboa, who knows what gigantic creatures could be lurking in the depths of our jungles today. The titanoboa, a snake that could swallow a man whole, is a chilling reminder of the creatures that once ruled our planet. Claiming the number 3 spot, we have the Smilodon, more commonly known as the saber-toothed tiger. This imposing creature roamed the earth during the Pleistocene epoch, a time when mammoths and giant sloths were the order of the day. The Smilodon was a sight to behold, with adult males reaching up to 4 feet at the shoulder and weighing in at a hefty 600 pounds. But what truly set the Smilodon apart were its teeth. Its upper canines were a terrifying 7 inches long, curved and razor-sharp. These were not just for show. They played a crucial role in the Smilodon's hunting strategy. With these formidable weapons, the Smilodon would deliver a single fatal bite to its prey, aiming for the throat or belly. The Smilodon was a stalk and ambush predator, using stealth and surprise to get within striking distance of its prey. It had a robust build, with a muscular neck and strong forelimbs equipped with retractable claws. This, coupled with its long curved teeth, made it a formidable hunter. Its preferred prey were large herbivores, such as bison and camels, but it was also capable of taking down much larger prey such as young mammoths. Despite its fearsome reputation, the Smilodon was not invincible. It faced challenges from rivals, disease, and a changing environment. The end of the Pleistocene epoch brought about significant changes in climate and vegetation, leading to the extinction of many of the large herbivores that the Smilodon depended on for food. Eventually, around 10,000 years ago, the Smilodon too disappeared from the face of the earth. So, what can we take away from the story of the Smilodon? Perhaps it is a reminder of the impermanence of even the most powerful creatures. Or perhaps it is a warning about the fragility of ecosystems and the devastating impact that changes in climate can have on biodiversity. The Smilodon, a predator that makes our modern tigers seem tame, is a creature we can all be glad is extinct. Finally, we reach the top of our list with 2 dinosaurs that need no introduction, the Spinosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus rex. Let's set our time machine back to the Mesozoic era, a time when the Spinosaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex roamed the earth. These creatures, both distinct in their ways, were apex predators who ruled their respective territories with absolute authority. The Spinosaurus is known as the largest carnivorous dinosaur to have ever lived. Towering over the rest, it stood at an incredible height of up to 20 feet tall and stretched 50 to 60 feet in length. This dinosaur was not just a land predator but an aquatic one as well. Its long, crocodile-like skull and conical teeth were perfectly designed for catching fish, while its massive sail-like spine was a display feature that also aided in thermal regulation. On the other side of the spectrum we have the Tyrannosaurus rex, often referred to as the king of all dinosaurs. Although not as large as the Spinosaurus, it was no less terrifying. The T-Rex was around 20 feet tall and up to 40 feet in length. Its most striking feature was its massive, bone-crushing jaws armed with teeth that could reach up to 9 inches long. It was an ambush predator, using its power and speed to take down prey. These 2 dinosaurs lived millions of years apart, the Spinosaurus during the late Cretaceous period and the Tyrannosaurus rex during the Maastrichtian age of the same period. Their reigns never overlapped, but imagine the terror that would ensue if they had. Their unique features such as the Spinosaurus's sail and the Tyrannosaurus rex's powerful jaws, coupled with their enormous size and predatory instincts, made these creatures the stuff of nightmares for their contemporaries. From the Spinosaurus, the largest carnivorous dinosaur, to the Tyrannosaurus rex, the most iconic of all dinosaurs, these prehistoric predators top our list of terrifying animals you'll be glad are extinct. Our world has been home to creatures far more terrifying than anything we can imagine today. From the gargantuan megalodon, a shark that dwarfed even the largest of today's marine predators, to the titanoboa, a serpent so large it could swallow a man whole. We've journeyed through time, meeting the Smilodon with its saber-like teeth, and the Spinosaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex, dinosaurs that ruled the land with their size and brute strength. These creatures, as nightmarish as they may seem, were real, breathing life into our planet's rich history. They remind us of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of life on Earth. Each creature, terrifying as it may have been, had its place in the grand tapestry of life, contributing to the biodiversity we see today. We can only marvel at these beasts from the safety of the present and perhaps breathe a sigh of relief that these terrifying creatures are a part of our past and not our present.